What's up, my friends? Let's freaking go. I'm excited about today. We got this beautiful, beautiful new overlay. It looks nice. It's smooth. Oh, man, I've been waiting for something like this. I love it. Chat, what it do? What's up, Tyler? Second to Ghost. First place today. Nice job. Let's go over the stream agenda. You should see it at the top of the page. It says value, position picks, and lineup building. So first thing I want to just kind of glaze over because by now, hopefully we all know about it. Kyle Kuzma is going to be a value tonight. He is fair priced around the industry. No AD, has scored 40-plus fantasy points back-to-back games here. I am there in cash games, but I went over it in this morning's video, the one that published at like midnight last night, actually. I'm on Draymond Green. I want to be on the opposite side. I want to be on the side where you've got some leverage in this tournament, and you've got a bunch of people on the other using the power forward on the other side. So, 5.6K cash play, sure, yeah, go ahead. But try to find a way to get a little different in tournaments today. I will be talking about that for sure. D Rose, Austin Rivers out. I was waiting for the Austin Rivers news to make sure it was confirmed. It was a few hours ago. Still waiting on Alfred Payton. He's doubtful. Emmanuel quickly in the two games that those three guys missed. Scored 37.8, 35.6 Fanduel points both those games. Scored 26 or more actual points in both games. And do not sleep on Julius Randle, who went bonkers in both those games without those three guards, including having a triple-double. Yeah, a triple-double. So the dude went for like 56 and 62 points. And then we had RJ Barrett score 50 last game. Matchup against the Nets. It's not like a terrible one or anything. Nets are playing better defense than what they were at the beginning of the year. But still, it's I think this game will likely be a little bit more competitive than usual here. Des Smith, Wayne Ellington, still waiting to see that one unless I missed it during feeding the kids. Listen, if those two are out again, we still have Diallo out. It means you're going to get a whole bunch of Rodney McGruder again tonight. Played 28 minutes, scored 29 points last game. DeLone Wright played 30 minutes last game. I think he plays as many as he can handle. He was only slowly getting ramped up. Played 22 two games ago, 30 minutes last game. Tonight, I think it's just, let him go until the wheels fall off. So DeLone Wright's going to get a bunch of minutes tonight. He's fairly priced, mid 5K. Gave away a bunch of free plays earlier in the day as well. All right, cool. We're caught up. That's a free page. That's over there on teamriseorfall.com. You guys can use that. Loving the multiple streams? Man, I appreciate that. Makes your day easier. Cool. Your work day easier. Any worries on Pacers game happening? Until I see anything that gives me concern, I am not bailing on any game tonight. And that's basically all games. I don't like to be like the guy who's worried about thunder during a baseball game or something happening in another game. I just prepare as if everything's going as normal. And if it doesn't and that game gets canceled or whatever, then I'll adjust. But I have not seen anything, at least in the last, it's been about an hour since I've looked, that's made me say, oh my gosh, remove the game from the slate for me. If we get there, we get there. Projections page. All right, so value. Stream agenda, top of the page if you're wondering how's this going to work. All right, so you can see FanDuel right now in the lineup building section. While I am talking about value, I'm going to be talking about the position picks, and then I'm going to be building FanDuel. And then I'll do the same for DraftKings and SuperDraft afterwards. This stream is actually sponsored by SuperDraft, our friends over there. So if you head over to SuperDraft, which I don't know why you wouldn't with these baller projections, and we've got tiered rankings, we have player pools, all sorts of cool stuff for SuperDraft. But if you want to check them out, down below description section, I actually have a link for you that'll give you $25 instantly into your account. And you just got to use our promo ROF in that link. All right, FanDuel, I'm going to sort by points per dollar. I'm literally just trying to highlight the value plays tonight. I don't care about James Weissman so much. Don't even care about Alex Len a ton. What I'm really caring about right now is these two. They have massive ratings tonight. These are the Team Rise or Fall FanDuel ratings, 107.38 for Emmanuel Quickly, whom I just went over of why he was such a fantastic play tonight, seemingly. And Karis LeVert, I did not know he was going to play 26 minutes, took 14 shots in his first game back after 2 months of punching cancer right in the nose. He's a 110 rating tonight. It's going to be super hard not to use. His ownership, this was early ownerships. This is going to rocket up to 38, 40-something% tonight. He's in cash games, you're going to see him at like 80%. So Karis LeVert at 4.1K, stone cold lock for me in cash games. Tournaments, He's locked in as well. I don't care. I'm eating the chalk there. I'll eat cheap chalk. I will fade the expensive chalk, my friends. Cheap 4.1K free squares. I'm just plugging them in, and I'll go from there. So, as you can see on the lineup building screen on the right, we've got two guys who I'm building my cash game lineup with to begin with. So, I've got Karis LeVert at 4.1K and Drew Holiday at 5.8K. Now, look at Drew over here. What I love right now is that, he is... And here's another one I was actually deciding on is Chris Paul at 6.8K, who we have seen score 35 or more, I believe, in 12 of the last 14 games. Are you kidding me? So he's priced as if he is like scoring 29 to 30 points or so, okay? But in essence, he's scoring like 35 to 37 for 12 out of the last 14. So he needs to be 7.6K or so. I was trying to calculate it earlier today based on how I normally track this, but he needs to be like $800 more expensive. It makes no sense to me. I know he's not taking as many shots right now, but he's getting more assists. He's getting a few more assists to Dario Saric and some of these other guys. So listen, and especially if we end up hearing like Devin Booker gets crashed or something like that, then go ahead and be on Chris Paul in all formats. But I'm going with Drew Holiday. I love right now that Drew Holiday is such a high value. In fact, he is the 6th, 7th, 8th highest value based on our FanDuel projections. This is a downloadable copy. No more copy paste life. This is downloadable. You can download it, upload it right into FanDuel, and go from there. I'm actually going to show that, and we can look at this in a hot second on FC as I build lineup. So I'm going to go to upload file. I'm going to grab these. I'm simply going to click skip all. I'm going to uncheck these two rows. I don't want anything else right now. I just want the projections. There we go. No more copy paste. That life is done with. We are converting everything on our site so that you can just download, upload everything, including our tiered rankings, our simulation model. You could throw it all into FC. No problem. Okay. So, Drew Holiday, he makes the lineup list. What's up, Sign Guy? What's up, Javi, Cody, Greg, Bleacher Mob? Appreciate y'all. Thank you very much for being here. From here, as soon as I'm able to jam in significant values like this, there's going to be other guys out there today that are tremendous values. Bobby Portis, same exact spot here against Washington. Phenomenal play, but I just don't want too many of the same team, right? So I am going to go all the way down here to power forward next, and I'm going to type in Giannis. Okay, Giannis is going to be my payoff option tonight over there. I just love the matchup so much. It's hard for me not to play Giannis and Drew here in the same game. I know. Whatever you say. The download feature is great for mobile. Appreciate that, Steve. Thank you very much, and thank you for all those likes today. You guys are making me want to stay on YouTube, huh? I've been a Twitch guy for years, and now you're making me want to kind of be a YouTube guy. So I appreciate the support, the free likes, and a few free subs today. So I'm starting that. That is like the beginning of my build today. I think that is kind of how I want to go. You're going to see some really, really chalky players tonight in tournaments. One guy I can't get a quick read on right now is Keldon Johnson. I just want to see what's going on. I did not see any news yet in... What's up, Tommy Gilly? Good to see you, man. Well, Javi, I ain't rushing through this, bro. At the top, it says stream agenda. I'm going over value, position picks, and lineup building for FanDuel, DraftKings, and SuperDraft. All three things, my friend. So I'm covering a lot of things at once. Enjoy it. Sit back and relax, man. I don't know who's in yet, who's out in San Antonio. I did miss that, but I'm assuming we still don't have DeRozan and LMA, in which case I do like the option here. And looking at Derek White, I think could go slightly under owned today. DeLone Wright again, 5.7K. I think he'll play 30-plus minutes tonight. Played 30 last game. So I'm going to leave that point guard spot open, although I think that I'm likely paying down. I don't think I'm going up there for the next guy. It's either CP3 is going to be in there, or I'm going to pay down for Derek White, or I'm going to pay down for DeLone Wright, all right? So that's how that's going to end up being. I'm going to sort by the ratings real quick. Now, some of my other spots that I'm looking to potentially grab this middle of the road is going to be R.J. Barrett. So, R.J. Barrett, 5.7K. Again, he went off for a 50 bomb last game with the three guards who are out today, assuming Peyton is out, joining Rivers and Rose. Barrett ran for 50 last game, and I think he has a chance to go bonkers again today. And so he is going to be that fourth guy that I'm sliding in there. Now, if you are concerned about salary, then this last spot I don't think is needed to pay up. I actually love love the mid-tier today. And I'm going to go over a few of those players right now because I think the mid-tier is absolutely gorgeous. I think you have an opportunity here to, let me go back. There we go, point guard. You have an opportunity here to jam in like a very fair and balanced, high upside type lineup. We don't want you, Chris. All right. So I'm going to slide over to power forward. I'm sorting through my projections tab. I'm going to sort by the salaries. Now, everyone under the sun tonight is going with Kyle Kuzma. I don't want that in tournaments. His ownership's going to be ridiculous. So for me, that's going to be Draymond Green. I think I can get, 8 to 12% ownership on this guy. And if I am heavily exposed to him, I think I have a nice leverage on the field. While they're all paying down for Kuzma, I'm going with Draymond, who has scored 39 plus, I believe, in 3 of his last 5, 5 of his last 7. So I'm plugging in Draymond. So that is kind of how I'm beginning to build. I still have 6.5K. That is a very healthy amount. You still have an opportunity here to pay down at one of these other positions and then still be able to go up to like a couple 8K players. So I'll leave that open for you all. You guys can do what you need to finish out that lineup. Yeah, Derek White was supposedly a rest candidate, but I've not seen anything there yet. So if he's playing, I'm there. If he's out and he's joining DeRozan, I don't know. Maybe Vassell ends up getting a bunch more minutes tonight too. All right, let's do the same thing over here on DraftKings. All right. So I'm going to pull up DraftKings, same thing, sorting by value. This is the team rise or fall projections. I'm not using any of the other things. Here's all the other content pieces we have down here. You're welcome to go through these on your own time. Simulation model, trends tracker, tiered rankings. Then we've got the player picks, the core builds for GPPs and cash. I mean, there's a lot to do, right? But I just kind of want to look at this quickly. One of them we need to pay attention to is Rodney McGruder. I think that he's going to be a phenomenal value tonight. And that's just kind of one of those guys I want to end up using. In fact, I actually have to drag this out real quick. I don't know how that looks on the stream, but we'll roll with it. Okay, so McGruder is just one of those guys. I'm just gonna eat the value, okay? 3.4K cheap value. You guys know I've said this before. I will play those guys. I like to fade the expensive value. The expensive value is kind of what I want to get off of. Even someone like Emmanuel Quickly at 5.6K. I don't care if he's chalk, whatever. He's not really somebody I'm on tonight at 5.6K on this website. I'm just not there. It just doesn't make sense to me. So I'm going to be going elsewhere most likely. If I can get Delone right instead, I think that's a phenomenal pivot at 5.6K at point guard. And you can plug him in at point guard there and still be able to go up to some of these other positions and plug in like Holiday at guard or Chris Paul at guard. Now, again, I talked about Chris Paul needing to be like 7.6, 7.7 on FanDuel. He's 7.8K on DraftKings. All right, they've got that correct. So FanDuel just a little bit low. Makes me want to jam him in there and not even think twice. So I get it. Yep. Got 2 Detroit guys in there now. You'll see it in a second once I scroll off of the player page. Keldon Johnson I actually really like tonight. I think he's going to gobble up some extra rebounds. So I'm going to be playing him. I like Keldon Johnson. I know his volatility will scare you away most nights. He's not going to scare me away. I'm going to embrace the volatility. I'm also paying attention to Devin Booker. I know he keeps being game time decision and playing, but if he ends up missing tonight, Mikal Bridges, 5.3K. One of those guys I want to dive on immediately. I love Dejounte Murray tonight at Detroit as well. I think this is one of those spots that you can plug him in and not have to worry. The issue for me is that if you do that, you are passing up on Malcolm Brogdon. You're passing up on Chris Paul. I actually really like LaMelo Ball tonight at 8.7K in this track meet between him and De'Aaron Fox. I think LaMelo Ball is going to win this one outright because he's going to fill up the peripherals, 8.7K. I also think with that updated projections, cool, let me refresh my page. With that happening, I think that, his awkward 8.7K price tag, he's going to be extremely low owned. He's going to be extremely low owned. Let me go to DraftKings, excuse me. I think he's going to be extremely low owned tonight because of his awkward price. Like a lot of people are not going to pay up for that. If you do want to jam in some more value and you don't want to be using McGruder, if you want to go with Alex Len, I suppose you can. He did get 32 minutes last game. For me, it did not make sense. I don't know if this is like a one-off thing. If you believe in it, I don't know if they're going to give Moritz Wagner some more minutes. Try to give the youngster second year player an opportunity to have like a bounce back game. I don't know. If you want to buy into Alex Len having an opportunity here in this game, then potentially that could happen. So maybe potentially, well, actually, let's take a peek. Did the did the Nets starting lineup come out? If they have Len starting again, if Len is starting again, actually I'm there. I will be there with Alex Len at 3.7K if he is starting. Let me take a Westbrook, Beal, Matthews. Len is starting again. Plug him in, baby, and I'm comfortably putting him in there now. I just needed to see that he was starting. It was Moritz Wagner. I wanted to see if they were just going to, like, give this guy a day off or, you know, coming off the bench, and they're going to slide him back in. No. Okay, we're going to stick here, and I'm plugging him back in. 3.7K, that's phenomenal. Now, let me show you how much money we have left over. This is ridiculous how much money we have. All right, so this page should be a little bit better now. Should be able to see that one. We have $8,000 left over, my friends. $8,000 left over to finish our DraftKings lineup. Now, I'm not going to plug in players here that I am going to fill out my lineup in. I simply want to show you some of these players who I want to play. All right, these are players that, like, I'm on tonight. I really want to use some of these players. I'm not necessarily saying you have to plug them in. So search. All right, so he's getting minutes, 22 plus or so in the last, I think, 5 or 6. He's starting to score. You're seeing CP3 starting to feed him a little bit. You know, CP3 shots have gone down since Dario came back, and Dario's scoring some buckets. He always has been able to score. 4.2K, and listen, if you plug in a 4.2K Dario, you're going to end up with 27,000, I think, about $900. So you'll have 27K left over for your final 3 spots. Now, that is totally up to you. If you want to plug in Dario Saric there at 4.2K and have 27K for your final 3, take a peek at this. You've got a lot of money here to use up. Now, you have many choices to use that too. You can go with something like this. You can plug in Dre, you can plug in Giannis, and you've used 17K. Now, you've got 10K left over. You're still choosing between, you know, probably Sabonis or Randall. You know, that's a really good way to finish out a lineup. You don't have to do that. That's totally up to you. If you don't want to do this fair and balanced approach, go up, get 2 studs, and then pay down, my friends. You've got 27.8K or 27.8K left over if you use Dario. You don't have to use Dario either. You know, I've already used a couple punts here with Magruder and Len. So if you want to go like Giannis, Julius, you have, oh, wait, let me get off the power forwards. There you go. There's the rest of them. You want to go with like Giannis and Jokic? What the heck? Go for it. You can. You can plug them in. That's 21.7K. Friends, you still have $6,100 left over. $6,100 left over, and you would have to fill in the guard position. I'm sorry. That is literally the richest position on earth tonight at 6K. If you want to look at the positions here, you slide down. You can look at the point guard guards. There you go. Now you can sort through this 6K. There are many guys right here that I'm actually interested in. I want to know what's going on. I think Tyrese Halliburton is in position here tonight to go absolutely nuclear. Listen, it's only a matter of time before he gets his 33 minutes back. And when he does so against a team like Charlotte, I'm sorry, but Tyrese Halliburton, you were all paying, and I did not forget, every single one of you was paying 7.5K for them, including myself. All right, what, 10 days ago before the All-Star break? And now you're getting, you know, somebody who I actually put this wager in on the DraftKings Sportsbook, I believe, or FanDuel Sportsbook a long time ago. I can't remember, but I put him in for Rookie of the Year. You're getting him at 5.8? What? Before he was injured, you're paying 7.5, and now you're like, nah, I can't do it. It's too expensive. What are you talking about? Be there before the field is there. If he goes for 46 tonight, you know what's going to happen? His price is going to be 6.8K next week or next game, and the field's going to be all over him again. All of a sudden, his ownership's back up to 20, 25% at 6.8. He's going to have another 38-point game, and his price goes up to 7.2. Next game, he's 28% owned. All right, you know, be there before that happens. Don't ride the wave. You're going to catch the wave. Catch the wave. All right. So someone like Tyrese Halliburton, get a little funky, be uncomfortable, and plug someone like that in, and that's how you're going to take down a tournament tonight. You ain't going to take down a tournament eating all that chalk and then being like, well, I'm going to do exactly what everybody else is doing, plugging in Giannis or plugging in Jokic, and that's how I'm going to be different. That's not going to be different. That's going to be what everybody's doing. They're going to plug in Alex Len tonight now, and they're going to have all that money, and they're going to get Giannis against Washington. So how are you going to be different? You're going to have to be different at least 1 or 2 spots. That's a really unique way to do so. I love Tyrese Halliburton there. I love Dennis Schroeder there at 6.2K if you can get up to him as well. I think he's just going to have to be on the court for like 38 minutes tonight, truly. So I think these two are great final finishers at the guard position. I hope you enjoyed that right there. Hope you enjoyed that there. Let's slide over to the last one, then we can field some questions real quick. I'm going to go over to SuperDraft. Same thing here. We have the multipliers. I am going to sort by the projection, not the base projection. This is the projection, all right? So what we did, we took our base, we multiplied it by the multiplier, we did it for you. These are the top projected based on the multipliers tonight. Now, I talked about this in this morning's video. If you did not see it, unfortunate for you. Isaiah Quickly is just one of those guys I'm going to plug in tonight on a site like SuperDraft. I'm plugging them in. 1.7 multiplier is fan-freaking-tastic. Julius Randle, I get it. I like that at 1.15. But at the forward position tonight, you know, I want to try to grab someone like Porzingis, right? And I want some more upside. I want like higher multipliers. Porzingis, Jeremy Grant. In fact, Porzingis is probably my favorite forward tonight on the site. So Isaiah Quickly, or Emmanuel Quickly, Kristaps Porzingis, these are some of my favorite plays. Sabonis, if they play 1-2-5, is interesting to me. You know, you can grab Kyle Kuzma. Listen, if he has a really good game, give him 32 points or so, 1.6 ain't going to cut it. That's going to be like 53 points or so. That's not going to win you a tournament. I don't know if Kyle Kuzma is, the way he's playing right now, is the new norm. And guess what? If he sees Draymond defense tonight, guess who's going to be really frustrated shooting the ball? Kyle Kuzma, all right? So 1.65, it kind of feels like semi a trap to me. I think a guy like Jeremy Grant, somebody I'm more interested in playing, where I've seen the upside of, you know, him scoring 45 and then still having that multiplied by, you know, 1.45. You know, now you've got a player who can get you 68, 70 points, all right? Some of these guards I'm really liking tonight. Listen, I think a lot of people will pay down for Ja. They'll pay for Brogdon. They're going to pay for Dejounte Murray. Listen, Kyrie Irving at 1.25 is an absolute steal in my book. He is. You know what's going to happen tonight? You're going to see James Harden be highly owned on SuperDraft, and you can leverage all that James Harden ownership. Use Kyrie Irving, be totally unique, because his ownership will be probably a third of whatever Harden is on SuperDraft, although he has a higher multiplier. I'm sorry, I love the 54.64 projection. I actually think that might be low. I think this is a spot where he has a chance to go absolutely bonkers. Knicks are thin at guard, and none of them can play defense. Everyone on the court cannot keep up with Kyrie, and I think Kyrie just goes to town tonight. And it's not like James Harden can't. I'm simply playing the ownership game. James Harden's going to be double, triple, quadruple the ownership. Well, my friends, give me the guy who's a third or a quarter of the ownership in Kyrie Irving, and I will go from there. You all can do whatever you want after that. That's where I am. Those are the three sites I really wanted to cover immediately, and then I figured I'd just open it up, and if anybody has any questions, by all means, you guys fire off anything you want here. Yeah, I went over FanDuel. I can go back to FanDuel. It's not like I have to stay here, though. We're good, man. We're good. Yeah, I did FanDuel earlier. The night you do that, the other night, Kyrie got 59 at 3%, right? Yeah. I didn't even know that. NHL Study Hub is updated on the website. Nice. Very nice. Well, I've got all these people watching. Let's go ahead and upload this into... Let's upload this into Fantasy Crusher. Why do we want to do that? Well, my friends, give me 90 seconds, maybe 60 seconds. Number one, hit the sub button. All right. Number two, help me out. All right. Use the promo code STREAM. Well, it's above my head now. Promo code STREAM takes $5 off, make this $24.99. In fact, our fantasy football draft kit right now will actually give you $10 discount. So you can use the STREAM promo to make your first month $24.99. Buy the fantasy football draft kit for $10. All right. And then look, you get a $10 promo to the website. I made this free. I basically made the draft kit free this year. I just want people to use it, and I want that $10 promo. This way I'm not double dipping into my, I got 1,500 people in Discord. I don't need to take an extra $10 from those 1,500 people. They have changed my life, all right? And hopefully I'm able to change a few others, and my team will help change yours. But, I'm not trying to get another $10 from those 1,500 people. I'm good. What I want to do is I want to give a draft kit to those 1,500 people, and I want to give them $10, okay, to teamriseorfall.com and a free month to SPARI. And there's another company that is partnering with us that I will add to this. Another company, totally separate. to make this free. It'll basically be, you're going to pay $10 for this, but then you're going to get $10 off code for something you're already paying for. So you're going to get $10 off to that. And if you're not paying for it, well, then that evens it out. So you pay 10, but you're getting 10, you're actually getting 20 back in value. I'm trying to do this because I want to give back, right? So this is like a big thing for me. I'll be doing this for the entirety of the season. I'll add promos. Other companies will hopefully join in. I'm trying to build like a little community of companies that just want to give back to the community. So I think this is really cool. If you're just watching for the first time and you want to check it out, you can use promo code STREAM for your first month. And then your second month, use the promo code you'll get for the draft kit. And then your first 2 months are dirt cheap. And by the way, as you're a member with us, you get $20 to use on Fantasy Cruncher, which I'm about to dive into right now. So you look at it that way too. You get $20 to FC. I mean, your first month is $4.99. Your second month is free. So your first 2 months with Rise or Fall, if you follow that strategy I just gave you, will be $4.99. You lucky dog. All right. So when you are in FC tonight, I think it's important when you've got all these studs. You're not trying to get exposure to all of them. Watch, it's going to be impossible. I'm going to crunch out 150 real quick. You can look at this. You're not going to get exposure to every single one in good separation, good layers here. And look what was going to happen here. This is what I did not want. I don't want LeBron James to be one of my pay-up guys tonight. The guy's just not getting it done right now without AD. I'm not there. Can he get it done? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It's freaking LeBron James, sure. But the volatility is ridiculous. The price point is way too high. I have this guy, like Westy here, in a similar situation here. Just 2 days ago, played Milwaukee, went for 72 freaking points, took 32 shots. Yeah. We got Bradley Beal back tonight. Okay, I get it. But I'm still on Westy more than I am LeBron James. So a guy like LeBron tonight, you got to make some stands. I'm not on LeBron James at 10.5K. You do whatever you want. I don't need to be there with you. Luka, I'm not there either, okay? Clippers have not been a team he has played well against in his career. On top of that, he's just not playing well right now. And it's been all the way back to February 22nd. I don't know if he was this a COVID separation? What happened here? Missed 8 days. The team maybe didn't play. He's come back, and he's just not the same right now. He's gone through 2 spurts like this where it's not been, there's the other one. He has just not been himself. So I'm planting my flag today, and you have to as well. It's up to you. Aaron Toller, yeah, I'm pure MME on SuperDraft, homie. And I'm playing a lot more single entry on FanDuel where I build like one lineup and I crunch and go. Or I'll lock a couple guys, lock 3-4 guys, upload our projections, crunch, enter it into all of my head-to-heads in a few tournaments I'm in, stuff like that. I'm playing a lot more single entry on FanDuel and MME purely on SuperDraft. Want to play quickly and Levert together? Would play. Cash games, yeah. Sure, cash games you can do that. I think quickly will be extremely chalky tonight. You can do that. I don't know if I want the volatility of someone like Quickly in a tournament if he's going to be extremely chalky, and I think he will be extremely chalky. I'm not thinking Quickly is going to be like super low owned. We got him at 28%. CJ, that's low, man. I think Levert's ownership is going to be sky high tonight. Sky high. Argue this one. FC Pro, much higher. You might want to run the model back, homie. You have a great Sabonis. I have Grant Sabonis at power forward. Yeah, I mean, those are fine options. I think when you're looking at like the pay up over there, you just got to make that choice. And what I like about Sabonis, barring this game's playing, I don't know what this person was alluding to in the beginning, worried about this game. Listen, Ibaka's out tonight, potentially going to be out tonight. And if you're going to get Sabonis at a lower ownership than Julius Randle, I'm there. So Sabonis playing well. Yeah, why not? Yeah, that's a fine play. I think you've found 2 lower owned players. I think Randall's going to be higher owned. But truly, I mean, listen, if you're paying down for Grant versus Green, for me personally, I'm just there on Draymond, man. I think the upside is just a little bit higher, and I think the probability of hitting the upside is there. FanDuel GPP, this started off as cash games. This started off for cash. Drew, CP3, Levert, Giannis, Draymond. This is cash. And you could plug in Kuzma. I just didn't know what to do with the money. Like, you want to play Kuzma in cash? You totally can. He's gonna be chalky tonight. So watch. I mean, game time decision. I mean, plug him in at 5.6K. Look at how much money you have. Like, I didn't know what to do with it. At some point, you still have to start worrying about your scoring ceiling, right? I mean, someone like me, I don't enter a bunch of 50-50s and double-ups. I'll be in those tonight, but I'm entering a lot of head-to-heads. I think I already have 75 entered or so, and I'm going to try to enter more. So, like, I do care about my scoring ceiling. Guy like Kuzma, I don't know if he's going to get me there. Guy like Draymond, I think can get me there. So while that is my cash road, having what type of contest you're going to play in mind is extremely important. What's Alex Len's price on FanDuel? 3.6K. And again, watch. I plugged in Kuzma. Now what? You have 7.7K for a shooting guard and 2 small forwards. Who are you paying up for tonight? Kawhi, 9-1. Okay. You got 13K left over for a small forward and a shooting guard. I mean, what if you did pay for quickly? You got 9K at shooting guard. You can't even use it all. You just got to make your choices. Just got to make your choices. This will be, and not CP, this, I think, likely will be, and maybe not even Drew. This is probably 85% of head-to-head matchups tonight against anybody who knows what they're doing, at least. I think you'll see 70% or higher ownership on Kuzma and LeVert. Giannis is going to be 40-50% against the Wizards. And then I think Alex Len starting here at 3.6K, in cash games, probably 50% or so. So I think this group right here is probably how you should start your cash game lineup tonight. All right, I got to go make my GPP cores for the website and my cash cores for the website for both FanDuel and DraftKings. See, other coaches are already getting moving. All right, so I got to get to work here. And I hope you enjoyed today's stream. I hope you like the new format too, where I'll put a stream agenda at the top. You guys can use that. I hope you use the promo code STREAM. I don't want everybody to pay full price. I put out these promos to help you all out. Take that $5 discount. Get signed up, teamriseorfall.com. And down below in the description section, go use some of those links. We got dope stuff down there. And I hope you listen, I don't care if you don't even play fantasy football. I think the fantasy football draft kit will be of value to you simply because, my friends, you get the discount on teamriseorfall.com and then free access to SPARI. You basically make money. And then once you get hooked up, you get the $20 to use on Fantasy Cruncher. I don't know. I said it that way for you guys. Yeah, Montrez, sure. But my pivot is just going out of the entire salary tier, right? So salary tiers, right? What I mean by this, at power forward, if you stay in here and you're still trying to build there, you're still going to have similar lineup construction as everybody else who has Kyle Kuzma in there because it'll line up salary. But if you're like, nah, screw it, I'm just going to build an entirely different type of lineup, and you're like, give me Dre, give me Jeremy. Now you have a different build. Right? Because you had to pay up $2,000 more to go get these guys rather than the cheaper ones. So your lineup is changed, at least in these two spots. And then because that $2,000, likely in another couple lineup spots as well. So that's why I want to use Draymond in my head-to-heads and stuff like that tonight. When I start building my lineup, we'll see how it comes to fruition. There's a lot of tinkering involved in this stuff. But when I'm putting it together, I worry about my scoring ceiling. Floor does matter, but my scoring ceiling in head-to-heads is imperative. I need to focus on that equal shares of my focus on the floor. So there it is. Good luck. Yeah, absolutely. I'll see y'all tomorrow morning. Hit the notification bell on your way out, would you? Would you hit that? Tomorrow morning, my friends. Tomorrow morning. Daily video. Okay, I gave away free Monkey Knife Fight picks today. I gave away SuperDraft, FanDuel, and DraftKings cores, lineup building samples, everything. It was there. It was for you. It was free right here on YouTube. 11:30 a.m. is the stream. That's the Fantasy Cruncher stream where we go through lineup rewind, lineup study. We study pros. We go through rewind and we see what worked and what didn't from the night before. We test out DFS theories. I love doing that stuff every day, 11:30. And then back here at